viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Vaishali Sharma. Today we will see there are two types of errors. So the today's topic is what are syntax errors, and the second one is what are semantic errors. So today we will discuss there are two types of errors, syntax errors and the semantics errors. Firstly, we will see what are syntax errors. So let's see what are syntax errors in C++ programming. What are syntax errors in C++ programming? So a syntax error always occurs when you write the statement grammatically incorrect. Or in other words, we can say a syntax error occurs when you write a statement that is not valid according to the grammar of C++. Whenever you write the statement that is grammatically incorrect according to the C++ language, so there always occurs an error that we called as the syntax errors. For example, first one is missing semicolon. This is the most common syntax error that we usually do in C++ programming. The second one is using undeclared variables. And the third one is mismatching of parentheses or braces. So these are syntax errors. So what is syntax error? Syntax error occurs when you write a statement that is not valid according to the grammar of C++ language. For example, missing semicolon, undeclared variables, mismatched parentheses. So let us see with the help of program. First of all, we will write the precompiled header that we use the hash include IOStream. This is the precompiled header. Then the next line will be the empty line, so to read the program in a more defined way. And the third line will be int main, that is the main function, and there we use the round braces. Then in the fourth line we use the curly braces, then stdcout in the fifth line, and here we use the extraction operator. So as you can see here, the use of extraction operator is not correct. This is not a correct operator and we use semicolon there. So here is mistake in line 5, that is invalid operator. We are using the invalid operator. So this is the syntax error when we use the invalid operator. This is the grammatical mistake in C++ programming, and we are using extraneous semicolon. We no need to use the semicolon there after hi there in double quotes. So this is also a syntax error. And we use the undeclared variable, that is x. X is not declared before. So this is syntax error. So in line 5 we have 3 errors, that is the invalid operator, extraneous semicolon and undeclared variable. And then return 0. Now I don't use the semicolon, so this is again a syntax error. So here is the mistake, that is the missing semicolon at the end of the statement. So this is also a syntax error. So this is what? Syntax errors. And we can check it out by debugging. And you can go to the debug to check out what errors are there in these statements. As you can see, there are 4 errors, and when we debug the program, start without debugging, you will get to know that there are 3 or 4 errors in the program. So it will take few minutes to debug the program. Now you can see there are 3 to 4 errors in the program as they're highlighted below in the output, and there will be no output because the program is having errors. So these are the syntax errors. Firstly, we have to resolve them for the output of the program. As you can see here, the operator and expected expression, and there are 3 to 4 errors in the programming. So we have to resolve them for the output of the program. So these are called the syntax errors. We have to resolve them for the output. Now let us see what are semantic errors in the C++ programming. This is the second type of error that we use in C++ programming. A semantic error occurs when we write a statement that is logically incorrect. We want some different output and we got some another output. So that's why, because of semantic error, this usually happens. So what is semantic error? A semantic error occurs when a statement is syntactically valid but does not do what a programmer intended. It means what we want in output, we don't get that. So let us understand with the program. So let us see what is semantic error. First of all, we will write the precompiled header, that is the hash include IOStream. Then the second line we put as it is, and in the third line we will write int main, that is the main function, then curly braces, and then I'm writing int a is equals to 10, the first variable, semicolon, the second variable int b is equals to 0, then semicolon, and then stdcout a, and then slash for the next line, then b for the second variable, and then a by b. So I'm dividing both variables a by b, but this is not the logical statement as division by 0 is undefined. So this type of error is known as the semantic error. Then return 0, then semicolon. So as we can see, here is no syntax error. We write the code grammatically correct, but it is not logically correct. So when we debug the program for the output, it will not show any output. As you can see, this is not showing any output. And this is saying press any key to close this window. So this is due to the semantic error. Whenever this type of error occurs, it will not show any kind of output. So for output, you need to resolve this error and you have to make the statement logically correct. So here is one more example of semantic error. Let us understand. I'm giving here the single line comment, that is one more example of semantic error. Then the precompiled header hash include IOStream, and the second line will be a blank line for the more defined way to see the program. And in the third line I'm writing here int main, then curly braces int x. So int x semicolon, this is the variable, x is the variable, and then std cout x. But here you can see we are using the variable that is uninitialized. We have not initialized the variable. So use of uninitialized variable leads to undefined result and then return 0. So we will not get the output of this program because we are using here the uninitialized variable. So how we will get the output? Now you can see after debugging there is a message that this program contains errors. So this is also saying that here is the uninitialized variable x. So for the output you need to resolve this. So this is all about today's topic. We have studied what are syntax errors and what are semantic errors. So thank you so much guys. Kindly subscribe my channel and like my videos.